and say สวัสดีค่ะ
Bring it on, prove me wrong. Go put up a fight.
Hi, and now I'm with my classmate here in Manchester. Can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, yes. My name is Julia, I'm 18 and I'm from Barcelona, Spain.
Why do you want to study English?
Here?
Yeah.
Well, I'm studying English here because when my mother was young, he studied for a scholarship 1 year here. And I want to learn English because I think that it's the most important language and you really need it for the future.
If you have an opportunity to learn more language, which language do you want to study?
Maybe French.
French?
Yes.
Do you know some French now?
No, it's a little words, but not to talk, no.
But how many languages can you speak?
3.
3? Which one?
Catalan, Spanish, and English.
Wow, it's amazing. You are so wonderful, right?
Thank you.
And where is the most favorite place here in Manchester?
I don't have like a favorite place, but we really enjoy it these weeks in the MIF. It's like a festival, international festival here.
Yeah, Manchester
It's in
International
St. Peter's
Festival.
Square. Yeah.
Yeah, it's organized like a music and food every day, yeah, for a month. Wow, and what is your hobby?
What is
Your hobby, yeah.
my hobby here? Well,
After the class?
after the class, we always go to the shopping or in a bar
With whom?
with her.
With me. Your plans after you go back to Spain? Do you have any plan?
Yeah, next month I'm going to spend all the August with my friends. And on September, start another time the school.
Wow, so you got many things to do, right?
Yes.
And the final question.
Okay.
Please teach us like a few Spanish vocabulary.
Okay, like one sentence, like
Yeah,
easy
one
sentences.
sentence.
Ok, hola, me llamo Julia, catalá, tengo 18 años y estoy estudiando en Barcelona en un colegio que se llama Joan Palagrí.
What are you saying? Hola. Hola, me llamo Natt and estoy estudiando en la Universidad en Tailandia en Sinakhalimbilo University. I will teach you one Thai word.
Oh, okay.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Repeat, please.
สวัส
Sa, wa,
ดี
di,
ค่ะ
ha. What's that?
It means hello.
Okay.
Say
So,
it.
sa,
สวัส
wa, bi, ha.
สวัสดีค่ะ and you have to do like this.
Sawadee-ha.
Yeah, like this.
Okay.
Yeah, and say สวัสดีค่ะ
Sawadee-ha.
Yeah, it's
Bye.
my fan. Bye.
Okay, so this is my friend from our class. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Gianluca. I'm from Rome, Italy.
Okay, what do you feel like? Is it different studying in English in your home country and studying English
Yes,
in England?
completely different because in Italy in Italy it's impossible to speak English always.
Always?
Because all your colleagues are Italian and we have a lot of problem to speak in English with another Italian.
So, do you study English with like English teacher or with Italian teacher?
No, the teacher is English,
Uh-huh.
but all colleagues are Italian. So in the class, when the teacher is not in class,
so you just
usually you
speak
speak
Italian.
So you can learn a lot of grammar, but we haven't a lot of problem communicate with others.
But so after you came to England, what did you think is the biggest difference between your England and your home country?
Yeah.
What was it the most
The
different? Yeah.
Speak English in a different mode. I have my accent. You have your accent. Yes, Chinese people have different accent. So it's very useful because English is a language that you speak of a lot of different people, and it's necessary to understand not English but Thai English, Chinese English, Italian English.
So which accent did you think is the hardest to understand?
Depend. I think that Asiatic people have a bit difficult because some sounds it's very difficult to pronounce.
What about the culture? After you came to like England, do you have any things that you think that you don't like in England?
No, I like England. I like English people. I like this culture.
Okay, so
I try.
what is the most interesting thing for you in England?
You.
Yeah, me. Okay. So, if you can choose to learn another language instead of English, what will you learn? Do you have any choice?
Thai? No.
Thai? It's actually hard. You want to learn
Yeah,
some?
yeah. No. I think I like French.
French?
Yeah, French.
Okay.
And Spanish too.
Spanish.
Yes.
Why do you like to learn Spanish?
No, the Spanish is very similar to Italian, so I think it's.
Oh yeah, so you can speak with Julia.
Yes, it's simpler to understand, and if I try to speak, I don't have a lot of problem to speak
Okay, good luck with your Spanish then.
Spanish.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Okay, so we will be interviewing our friend from in the class now. Can you please introduce yourself and where you've come from?
Yes, my name is Daria. I'm from Russia, and I came here for learning English.
Why do you choose the University Language Center here
Because
in
of
Manchester?
because of my international program in my university in Russia. They are the partners in this university, and so I don't have a choice.
Why do you think English is important for your life?
I think that English is really important for my life because English is an international language now, and it's good for my future career if I know it, and also I can make the friends just like you. Thank you.
Yay!
Are there any languages that you can speak besides English?
Now I'm learning French for 1 year in my
Bonjour.
university. Bonjour. Right.
Is there any languages that you're interested in?
Maybe I like to learn Chinese because I like the hieroglyphs, and
Hieroglyphs.
but I think it's really hard.
I agree, it's really hard to write in Chinese.
Yes. And it's also hard to pronunciation, right?
Yeah, because there is some
Yes.
sounds.
Difference.
Okay, Daria. So far, what do you think about Manchester?
About the city, right?
Yes,
Yes.
the city, the people, anything.
I think I like it, but I thought that will be more like it's a little bit like little city. It's not so
small
big.
city.
Yeah, small city, and it's not so big, but I really like it.
Well,
It's not crowded.
Oh, I see.
yeah, I see.
Have you been to any part of England, like on weekends?
Yes, I've been in London and also in Liverpool.
In Liverpool, how was Liverpool? And
I've been there for 1 day, and that's why I don't have it. I don't know, opportunity to see all.
like,
Yeah.
How about London?
London, I like it, but it was really crowded
I agree.
because so many people, so many tourists.
yeah, and the stuff was like expensive.
Yeah.
And so
Things are kind of pricey.
Yeah.
Could you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, I'm Mel. I'm a teacher in Manchester, and I live here in the summer, but I usually live in Barcelona, and I'm from London.
Okay, so about your job as a tutor here a little bit. What was your first impression about us Thai students? What do you think?
I thought that you were very communicative, very mature, and very hardworking, and a lot of fun.
Well, have you ever encountered with Thai students before?
I haven't. It was my first experience.
Okay.
And I think I was saying to some other people that you've been very good ambassadors for your country.
What was your profession? Is it a teacher?
Yes.
You teach a student in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Why do you want to become a teacher? Why you decided to become a teacher?
Well, I've always worked in education. So before I was an English teacher, I was a language therapist with small children, and then I worked in art education, and then when I moved to Barcelona I trained as an English teacher. So I've always worked in different areas of education. Yeah.
What was the language therapist?
I worked as, it's called verbal behaviour therapy, and basically for autistic children. Quite often they haven't developed language or communication skills, and so it's a method of therapy where you replace behaviour with language. So for example, if a child is being violent, trying to communicate something, you give them the words to use or some kind of picture communication system. Yeah.
What do you think about Manchester, the city?
I love Manchester. Yeah, I think it's very easy to live here, and I think the people are very nice, and then there's lots of different things you can do. You can do cultural activities in the city, and you can get out to the countryside as well.
What's the difference between living in London and living in Manchester?
London is massive, so you spend a lot of time travelling from A to B, and it's very expensive.
Right.
So your quality of life is a bit less, I think, than in Manchester, but it's a fascinating city. There's always something to do.
I agree. It was kind of crowded, but the sightseeing, like the attractions were marvelous.
Yeah, it's really impressive, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's all. Thank you so much for your kind and words. Thank you.
Thank you.
Put up a fight.